Okay, so I got to ask you a question for you city folk that don't understand what it takes to farm. What kind of money do you have in a central pivot?
Over $100,000 typically
So
in one irrigated system.
You have one system that's $100,000, and that serves how many acres?
140,
So
150
one
acres.
serves 150 acres. Now, how do you finance the purchase of something like that?
Well, you wait to upgrade in the good years, but otherwise, a lot of times what we're using is buying older, used pivots, used models, and doing a lot of work to keep up with them in maintenance.
Who sells a used one? Is there a lot? Is there a lot of guys doing when they're trading up to a new one?
Yeah, private farmers will sell them privately, but a lot of pivot service guys will have an influx when they buy a used one off a farmer and put up a new one. They'll have a used one for sale.
And that's the way to do it.
Yes.
Okay, so how many acres of ground do you have to actually be able to make money farming?
Ooh, difficult question. How much cash are you starting with? A good size farm. I mean, if you own all of your land, 500 to 800 acres, you can make that work with.
But I mean, if you got central pivots, I mean, that's big money. I mean, you could have $500,000 in systems, right? I mean, irrigation systems.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And then the other side of that is insuring those pivots. We have a lot of storms come through Nebraska from time to time. And, from 2014 to 2019, there were some monster ones that came right through the irrigated valley and took a lot out. So we've had actually a lot of insurance companies that will no longer insure my pivot.
Oh, wow.
So we could always go back to gravity irrigation or subsurface drip irrigation. We have a lot of other options out there. The aquifer is a beautiful, wonderful resource in Nebraska to help create and grow the corn and soybean and a lot of other crops economy. So it's a huge blessing, huge asset and natural resource to us to have.
When I'm driving down the highway, I see you guys out in the field with these massive tractors.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, those things look pretty darn cool. Tell me all that those things can do. I mean, do you use one tractor in the spring and another tractor in the summer and the fall? Do you have to can you get one tractor that does it all?
You can. Yeah, and that's how we did it a lot of times in the past, but moving along with technology and growing the farm size, it helps to have multiple tractors kind of as backups or having several machines running at the same time covering all your fields. So in the farming practice, timing becomes really critical. We have a window of time to plant, so you want enough equipment to get over all of your acres, in between the weather events that are hard to predict. So timing of getting yourself planted in a good time frame, weed control, spraying all your crops in a good time frame, and then harvesting same time frame. So
So let's say if you have one tractor, how many attachments do you need to have in your shed so you can do all the things you want to do throughout the year?
1, 2, 3, 4. Typically, but you don't always have to use the attachments. But you want a certain amount.
What do you call that? Attachment's not the right word, I'm sure.
Planters, hillers, root slicer, strip tiller, disc, harrow, manure spreader.
You just said
cultivator.
You said 7 or 8 things there.
Well, I have a number of them. So we've been bringing on certain technology to eliminate some operations, but with the circle of life, some operations kind of come back through where, like if we have a resistant weed, the chemical can no longer kill it, then I'll have to come out with iron to cultivate or hill that specific weed that we can no longer chemically control.
So again, for the city boys, how much money do you have to have in equipment to do it right, based on what you just said?
Right now, we're in the millions. We're in the millions of depreciating asset value, yes.
What's the lifespan of a good tractor?
They can go quite a long time, 20 years. I try to get them paid off in 10 years and then run them for another 10 years after that, after they're paid off. But yeah, it can still have, with proper maintenance and taking care of your equipment, they can really last a long time. That's why I'm a big fan of Right to Repair as well too, so I can do as many of these things as possible.